You rolling?
Yeah.
Hello, TehRighteousBishop here with a deck update on Junk Doppel, which is no longer Chaos Doppel Plants because Chaos Engine sucks.
No, it doesn't. Lies.
Only in a monster mash like we just discussed. But anyways, so let's go over the cards. Monsters first. Because this is Junk Doppel, of course we got our 2 Junk Synchrons and 2 Doppel Warriors. Both really freaking busted. And these aren't exactly the main engines, but they really pull out your shit. So next up is the Plant engine. We got a Dandelion, a Spore, a Glow Up Bulb, and 2 Lone Fires. They go into your high-level synchros, and it's pretty much the only way to go into Formula Synchron. So
first turn shooting star.
I can pull it off easily. 2 Debris Dragons because they run off the Plant engine mainly.
And one of them's colored.
Yeah, one of them has a cool background. These are all the single cards. Up until now we've had mainly multiple copies, but now these are all singular. Gen X Ally Birdman because it moves quickly and it can add stuff back to your hand so that you can do trigger more effects like Debris Dragon or Junk Synchron, so you can abuse that. Plague Spreader Zombie because you can pull it out of the graveyard for a quick tuning into whatever you need. If you have a Brio or an Iron Chain, you can go into a Stardust or anything level 8. The Tricky because adding things to the graveyard is never bad, and whenever you get a level 5, it's really easy to go into Stardust, which then provides more bustedness because then you can go into Shooting Star. Card Trooper because we do want a little bit of milling, but for the most part it's a level 3 tuner material, so yeah, always good.
Quick question, why only 1 trooper?
Because you don't need more than 1. I mean, unless you're running Chaos Engine, where you want to add all your stuff to your graveyard, you only want a little bit of milling, because if you add too much stuff, I know bad mills when I see them.
Monster Reborn, Pot of Avarice, Dark Hole.
Oh god.
That happened to me twice.
But Creebons, because you can sit on it, and no more Naturia Butterfly, so this is a really good stall card. Sure, you pay 800, but usually in the games now, you'll be taking a lot more of that if you didn't. Battle Fader, because it's always hilarious whenever you think your opponent thinks you're on the ropes, and you just drop it, and you go into Formula Synchron and all that shit. Oh, so funny. Level Leader, because it's a level 1. Once again, you can go into Formulas, or you can just add another level into something, or if you go into a Junk Destroyer, you can really bust stuff up. Sangon searches out nearly everything in this deck, so it's really useful.
Cyndaquil.
Yes, Cyndaquil. Cinderbolt Hedgehog, because people need to run more of these. Effect Veiler, because it's always funny to drop the failure on them whenever they try and bust up your stuff. Namely a Stardust or anything like that. DD Warrior Lady, because you can set it and have their big powerful synchro monsters run into it, or if you want to sort of mind sweep, and if their opponent's about to get some sort of search engine off like Naturias, you can just remove from play their crap.
Remove from play cherries.
Yeah.
Sad face.
And new addition, Gale the Whirlwind, because it's a level 3 tuner and it's hilarious just to play one and have their shit and then synchro for something to beat them in the face with. On the spells, that's all the monsters we got. Pot of Avarice, 2 of them, because you are going to add a lot of stuff to your graveyard really quickly, and you'll have plenty of targets to pull those for Pot of Avarice. Giant Trunade, because it's staple. Rhoda, search out your Junk Synchrons and your Doppel Warrior. Yes, Super Rhoda. Mystical Space Typhoon.
Why only 1?
Because there's always going to be that point in time where you just want to, if they have a continuous trap or whatever, like a Royal Decree or something, but honestly, drawing into more than one of these, you want to draw into your monsters more often than not, or if there's any other spells here that you want to draw into those more than that.
Blind MSTs are still good.
Yeah. Mind Control, because stealing your opponent's crap and synchroing with it is hilarious. Book of Moon, because it's a staple. Enemy Controller, because it's a lot better than what you would think. Monster Reborn, staple. Foolish Burial, send so much stuff to the graveyard. 1 for 1, because you have a lot of targets, and I mean a lot of targets. And Dark Hole, because we run that over Mirror Force. New thing, we run Triple Decree, because I find that I really don't run many traps, and when I do, they're really not all that important. They can save my ass, but Royal Decree will prevent, me from getting into those situations. And the last two, Bottomless Trap Hole and Call of the Haunted, both staples. On to Extra Deck.
Just move this stuff out of the way really quick.
Yeah. So, Extra Deck. 2 Formula Synchrons, because Formula Synchrons are godly in this deck, and you do want 2 of them. If you can get 2, you should definitely find room for them both. Junk Warrior, because with Junk Synchrons and Doppel Warrior, you can get a 3100 beater like really easily, and that can run over damn near everything your opponent has. Magical Android, because we need a generic 5-star in case we want to jump into higher level Synchro monsters. And it's a nice life point boost, which I just now realized we forgot to calculate that in one of our games. Brionic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, staple monster. You have a lot of discard targets, so you'll be able to bounce a lot of stuff. Iron Chain Dragon, you do want targets for Debris Dragon, because you don't want to, use up your Ancient Fairy or your Black Rose and then not be able to use your Debris Dragon. Ancient Fairy Dragon, mainly because of Dragonides. And you can wall with this because it has 3,000 defense. And you
Gravekeepers.
Yeah, Gravekeepers. But I don't go against those a lot, or at least good players. But Junk Archer, because if your opponent's trying to wall with something like Ancient Fairy, you can just remove a play and kick them in the face for game. Black Rose Dragon, because you run the Plan Engine, you can use its secondary effect as well as nuking the field. So, really good card. Junk Destroyer, we want run Junk Synchron in a lot of low-level monsters, so usually whenever we get this out, we're going to get like 2 or 3 cards to destroy.
Pluses.
Yep. Colossal Fighter.
Broken Fighter.
Yes. You actually run a couple of warriors, you can actually get this thing's attack pretty
beefy.
high. Yeah. Stardust Dragon, because it's Stardust Dragon, and it's so easy to go into Shooting Star. I actually kind of want to run 2. So that I can pull off multiple Shooting Stars and laugh in my opponent's face. Thought Ruler Archfiend, because it's really good for, life point gain and such. Mistworm, because it's easy to make level 9s, and you can bounce your opponent's stuff, and you don't have to worry about, the whole priority ruling getting knocked out. And Shooting Star Dragon, because it's extremely easy to get into. You can go into first turn Shooting Star Dragon.
Then it loses to Deep Prison.
I know. Shut up. Still, I'd be able to make more of them if it wasn't for the meddling kids in there. But anyways, this is TehRighteousBishop here, part of Team by Winning. I'm probably going to have the new channel up sometime soon. I may post this on the team channel. So, anyways, TehRighteousBishop signing out.
It will be posted on the team channel. I'm going to upload this crap in like 10 minutes.
No. Okay.
Alright.
Anyways, see ya.